There are three invisible forces that pressure each one of us to live in the way many times we don't want to. One of these forces talks to us every day, and it consists in a mix of fear and what we should do to avoid the consequences of the same system that produces that fear. The result of this force or voice always wins over our ideas and the desire to create. We always give up to it because of the fear of having deadly and damaging consequences to our physical, spiritual or mental states. If we don't pay attention to its warning, then this force will increase little by little the amount of punishment to bring you to the line it wants you to be if we don't follow its directions, or if you don't follow, the ultimate result, which is supported by us unconsciously, could reach up to the death of our physical, spiritual and mental existence on this world. This force hides behind many things, and one of them is the word and meaning, correct, that many times is not what we think it means if we closely observe the actions and results of what is called to be correct. One of the results of being correct for fear of the consequences is the limitation of creativity. We can't create much because most of the results of creating is prohibited and need to go under approval to make it correct. This approval is described as a dialogue in between the collective conscious and we have a conversation. This collective conscious comes from a pattern that is invisible and interconnected with a matrix which purposes to limit us. This interconnection works together with all the other systems such as countries, envy, jealousy, status, education, family structure, languages, music, religion, politics, female conscious and male conscious, racism, the false individualism to form a prison to ourselves. Another limiting belief is the fear of being criticized and ridiculed for talking about and attempting to create new ideas. That alone stops many people to formulate and bring about a better life among us. Another invisible force used is attacking humans at the psyche level. This technique is mostly used as a way to let one know that his or her behavior needs to be stopped, even when the person who created the behavior did not mean to hurt the other. That's when the problem starts, because, in the mind of the person who perpetrated the behavior, she or he knows there was not bad intentions. This rejection will make her or him feel bad, of being accused of something he did not mean. He or she will not like it, and will not see anything wrong in repeating this behavior since he or she didn't mean anything in their mind. Well, from that interaction, conflicts may surely arrive. Well, what none of the participants in this interaction realize is that the structures we talked about before are manipulating them underneath, making them fight and disagree among others. So, if one of them believes in the group mentality, he or she will use a group or part of a group of people to attack he or she on behalf of the other person, to let them know about the force they have. For instance, if someone has felt that X person hurt her or him, then he or she might use one person of the group to go and attack the person who hurt her or his friend in the group. This is a good technique living within the system, but the bad part is that it can easily escalate to bad things. Instead, we should live as an individual, in connection with our heart, soul, mind and body. The lows of this invisible specific group force is that a person has to follow the group rules and his or her creativity might be compromised because instead has to follow a group or rules. In the other hand, living as an individual on a group society might not limit the creativity and could be free to manifest their infinite creativity, but he or she might fall short on resisting an unfair attack of group people, as that person is expected to be attacked by the way the culture is used to.